جايين من كل مكان، الصويرة زينة البلدان، زوروا ونرجع فرحان. كالضبيل وللهيلولة، حط السلاح حطوا محيلة، نضربوا شوفار هاد الليلة.
With the permission of Hashem, I would like to wish to all of you a good week. I would like to tell you a small story that I heard this week from a young girl, that she came to see me, and she told me that when she was in Bet Yaakov, in the seminary in Yerushalayim, she was with her friend in the balcony, and suddenly they saw a big snake, 3 meters long, tall. It was in front of their eyes, and it was moving with his tongue. It was very, very big one, and both of them, the 2 girls, they were very, very much afraid, and they knew that they could move, because if they moved, the snake could bite them, and it seemed that that snake was very. It could be very dangerous. So both of them, they started to talk. They said, we know one thing, that the snake is the symbol of Lashon Hara, because Lashon Hara is when somebody talks bad language about somebody. So maybe we have to be very, very careful. Be'ezat Hashem, if the snake will not hurt us, so we take a commitment that we will not talk Lashon Hara. During 10 minutes, they were talking together. And I was excited when she told me that story. And then she told me that after 10 minutes, the snake, he was really near their face. Can you imagine? I mean, just a few centimeters from their eyes, and they did not move. Then, Baruch Hashem, the snake, he went. They called the police, and the police sent some people that they have experience on snakes, and they catch the snake. It was very, very, very big one, and they told them, you are lucky, because that snake, it could kill you, because he has poison. So, Baruch Hashem, the 2 girls are good, are okay. And I was very, 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 very much impressed by those 2 good girls, that they were talking during that moment of danger. Instead of talking about something else, they were talking only about how much it's very important to be careful not to talk Lashon Hara, not to talk bad language. It's fabulous, fabulous. So you see, in the Parsha of this week is the Parsha of Shelach Lekha. When Hashem said to Moshe Rabbeinu, you can send spies to spy Israel, and before they enter Israel, and they went there, and they came back, and they spoke bad about Israel. They spoke very, very bad. You know, and because they started to talk bad about Israel, at the end, they talked bad about Hashem. One thing you have to know, Hashem said, the land of Canaan, it's a good land. That's it. That's it. You have to believe in Hashem. Hashem, He can do, you saw what He did to Pharaoh. You saw what He did in Egypt. You saw what He did to you when you crossed the sea. So what doubt you can have? Can you imagine? The whole world, they were worried. They started to believe in Hashem. Then it was Matan Torah. Hashem gave the Torah to the Jews. The whole world knew that. So, what doubt you have now? To be worried not to go to Eretz Israel. So why to talk Lashon Hara? Why to talk bad language about Eretz Israel? And because they started to talk bad about Eretz Israel, automatically they start to talk bad about Hashem. And talking bad about Hashem is the worst thing. You know, the Parsha, the Parsha of those weeks, when the Jews they started to talk bad about Moshe, Hashem sent on them the snakes. The snake is the symbol of the Lashon Hara. Because the snake is the first one who spoke Lashon Hara about Hashem to Hava. When Hashem said to Hava, Adam and Eve, don't eat from that tree, the snake he said to Hava, yes, Hashem told you not to eat it from that tree, because if you eat from that tree, you will become like him. So, the snake is the symbol of the Lashon Hara. So now, my friend, I have a question. I have a big question. How the Jews, they came to that position to talk bad about Eretz Israel, and then they came so low to talk bad about Hashem. I mean, how? I mean, I don't understand. The Torah said, those people that they went to spy Israel, they were all tzaddikim. Like Yehoshua ben Nun, Caleb ben Yefuneh, they all were the same. I mean, I don't understand how those tzaddikim, suddenly, something bad, so what happened to their mind? What happened to their brain? I mean, they are not worried that they are causing a big damage to themselves, to the all Jews. I mean, can't they understand that Hashem will punish them? I mean, I don't understand. A tzaddik, he knows what is good, what is bad. And those people, the Torah said, Kulam Anashim, they were tzaddikim, kshirim. No doubt. So, if they were all tzaddikim, all kshirim, how it's possible that it happened to them that they spoke bad about Israel, about Hashem? How? I would like to tell you something. My Rebbe, Rabbi Gershom Livman, Alav Shalom, he said that כל הקיום תלוי רק בתנאי שהתנה הקדוש ברוך הוא עם מעשה בראשית. הקדוש ברוך הוא, when he created the world, he did a condition with the whole world to maintain with one condition. If the Jews, when I will propose the Torah to the Jews, they will tell me, Na'aseh v'nishma. They will not tell me, we'll listen, then we'll do. If they tell me, we'll do, and after that, we'll listen to you. This is the condition for this creation. That means that Hashem, He did a condition with the world, with the whole world. You will maintain, you will remain existing only if the Jews will say, Na'aseh v'nishma. When I propose them the Torah, they will say, we'll accept. We listen and we'll accept. No, we do. I mean, usually, I propose you, I tell you what, you listen, then you tell me yes or no. But Hashem, He said, no. Hashem, He said, I don't want them to tell me, Nishma' v'na'aseh, we listen, then we do. No, I want them to tell me, we do, then we listen. That was the condition that Hashem. So, I have a big question. I mean, how can you expect from people that they don't know the Torah, that they will tell you, we do, then we listen? So, what kind of condition is? The answer is, Hashem, He said, after all what the Jews saw in Egypt, when they crossed the sea, after all what I did to them, it's not normal if I propose them the Torah that they will tell me, let's listen what you propose us. No, after all what I told them, they have to believe on me. They have to tell me, Nishma, Na'aseh v'nishma. They have to tell me, we do, and then we listen. So now we understand that Hashem, when Hashem he proposed, when Hashem he created the world, he said, I will not let the world existing if the Jews will not tell me, we do, then we listen. Why? Because, as I just said now, because after all what they saw, it's bara, it's normal that it's just if a king saved your life, you know, there were some people who want to kill you, and the king came and he saved your life. And they will tell you, hey, I want to ask you something. Will you do it? You will not tell him, I want to listen. Of course you will tell him, I do. Because after all what he did for you, how can you make condition, how can you ask him what you propose? No, of course you will tell him, I'll do whatever you tell me. I don't care. After all what you did for me. So now Hashem, it's logic. Hashem, he said, after all what I'm going to show them, after all what they will see, when I propose the Torah, it's impossible to tell me, let's hear what you propose. Of course, no. They will tell me, we do, then tell us what you propose. So now, my friend, according to this, the Jews, they reach a high level, a very high level. When the Jews went to Har Sinai, they were big tzaddikim. But the question is, if they were big tzaddikim, how it's possible that they went down, that they spoke bad about Israel, bad about the land of Israel, they spoke bad automatically after, they spoke bad about Hashem. How it's possible? How? There is some rabbis that they try to explain that the Jews that they want to visit Israel, when they came from Israel, they were wondering that it's better for them to stay in the desert. Because in the desert, it's not like living in the city. Living in the city, there is a Sahara, there is occupations, you have to work. They thought better to stay in the desert. In the desert, there is no Sahara, there is no work. The man will come from the Shamayim. They have food, they have everything. They can study Torah quietly. There is Moshe Rabbeinu. Even if Moshe Rabbeinu passes away, there is the 70 rabbis. So they thought maybe it's better to stay in the desert. There is some other rabbis who said those parents of Israel that they want to spy the land of Canaan, they were worried. They said, if we come back and tell the Jews that the land is good, so when we go back, when we go to Israel, we will lose our title of prince. We have to have only one king. So we will lose our title. So that we will not lose the title, it's better that we talk bad about Israel, so we will remain in the desert. So that means they were looking only for their own interests. And because they were thinking about their own interests, they spoke bad about Israel. But I think that's stupid. How do you think that Hashem will punish them? I mean, that's not the tachlis. I mean, are they stupid? Do they have to? Till when they can stay in the desert? But unfortunately, that was a big mistake from them, because they were blind of kavod. When somebody is jealous, he's blind. When somebody is looking for glory, he's blind. He saw only his own interest. And those princes, they saw only their own interest, not to move from there, to go, to stay, not. They thought it's better that we stay in the desert, but it didn't, so we will remain prince. But it didn't think for 1 minute Hashem will punish them. Well, this is unfortunately, when people they look only their own interest, they don't see about the danger that it's around. They are blind, they only think about it. I think this is what the Zohar tried to explain. It's incredible to think that. That's incredible. My friend, I want to tell you something. There is a midrash who said, "Vayilchu vayavu." They went and they come back. And Rashi said, from here we learn that those 10 spies, they were Reshaim, they were bad people. Because when they come with bad thoughts, so they were Reshaim. So Mikisha lechatam libeatam. So the Rashi said, even when they went, they were Reshaim. The same way that when they came, they were Reshaim, even that when they went, they were Reshaim. But before they went, they were kshirim, they were tzaddikim, they were good people. But once they went, they were, for Hashem, those are Reshaim. How would you explain this? How do you explain this? Kulam Rashi Bnei Israel Hema. They were the head of each tribe. They were big tzaddikim. Big tzaddikim before they went. But once they went, already they are Reshaim. When they come back, they were Reshaim. How do you explain that? This? How? Mikisha lechatam libeatam. How they can talk bad language? How? The answer is, unfortunately, how much a man should be very careful. Those people, they were the head of the Jews, the head of each tribe. When Moshe told them go, they should tell Moshe, we are the head of each tribe. We don't need to go. Hashem said it's a good land, it's a good land. We don't want to go. And they can persuade the rest of their tribe not to, they don't need to go. Even that, because usually always each tribe, they listen to the chief. If the chief said, we don't need to go, so they don't need to go. But usually always the chief, you listen to him. In my shul, my synagogue, Baruch Hashem, whatever I said, they accept. Even that they don't want, but they accept. I'm the boss. And besides, I'm the boss, they know I am rabbi, they know that if I say that, there is a reason. And so they listen. So because they went, call them Rishaim. So now we have a question. What about Yeshua and Caleb? Why they went? Why Moshe Rabbeinu sent those two people? And those two people, they were tzaddikim. So why they went? The reason is because there is 12 tribes, so we need to send ish echad lamati. It's not possible that to send only 10, 12 spies. At least there were two tzaddikim that came and they defend Hashem. They defend the beauty of Israel. The Torah said, Ish echad, Ish echad. What the Torah repeat? Ish echad, Ish echad. Each one for each tribe. And the answer is, there is the face, people can talk, but the heart, it thinks something else. And here, when we talk about 12 tribes, 12 chiefs of the tribe, ish echad, ish echad. That means, and the mouth and the heart was the same. The thought to talk bad about Israel, with the exception of the two, ish echad, Caleb ben Yefune and Yeshua ben Nun. Those two, ish echad, and the mouth and the heart were agreed that Eretz Israel is good. Not to talk about Eretz Israel. It's incredible. Incredible. Ish echad, ish echad. Yeah. How much we have to be very careful. A lot of times, we think only about our own interests. We don't think about the interests of the others. I promise you, one day I saw somebody that we decided in the synagogue to come early in the morning to study Torah, 1 hour before the prayer. And everybody agreed. There was one, he said, Rabbi David, why not only half an hour? I told him, can you imagine, you have here a few hundred people who want to study 1 hour, and because of you, 100 people will study only half an hour. You don't come. But don't disturb, not because you're unentered, because you want to sleep half an hour more. You want to disturb, you want to avoid 100 people not to study Torah. Are you crazy? So he started to be the lawyer. No, but all of them are tired. Suddenly everybody said, no, we're not tired. We want to come. So he shut his mouth. I mean, you don't want to come, don't come. You want to come half an hour later, come half an hour later. Why you want to disturb 100 people not to come to study Torah? Why? I mean, those people, because they want to remain prince, they want to cause a damage to the whole Jews. The whole Jews because of them. Their own interests. And because, because they thought it's better for us to, according to the other explanation, that because we give two different explanations. Once it was because they thought that it's better to, if we go to Israel, we will lose our title of prince. That would spoke bad about Israel. And the second, because they thought to live in the city, we cannot serve Hashem in the city. It's better to stay in the desert. In the desert, there is no Yitzhara, there is nothing. It's not we're a man. But ask Moshe, ask Hashem if He is agree with you. You cannot take those kind of decisions on yourself. Ask Hashem. I mean, who are you to take those kind of decisions? What about the whole mitzvot that we have to do in Israel? We will not do them? I mean, what about the Beit HaMikdash that we have to build in Yerushalayim? We will not build it because you want to stay in the desert? I mean, first ask Hashem. Do you think that Hashem will accept, will agree to stay in the desert? Hashem, He promised the land of Canaan to Abraham, Yitzhak, Yaakov, for the Jews. And you, 10 people, want to remain in the desert? You want to talk bad about Israel, to stay in the desert? What about the promised land? The land that Hashem promised to Abraham, Yitzhak, Yaakov? I mean, who are you to take those kind of decisions? And that's why they were punished. Yeah. Parshat Shelach. The Parsha of Shelach is the Parsha, and quick after the punishment of those 10 people that they spoke bad about Israel, and Hashem give a reward to Yeshua and Caleb that they will not die, that they will see Israel, and all those people who were against Israel, who will not go to Israel, will die in the desert. Then Hashem suddenly, quick, Hashem said to Moshe Rabbeinu, tell them, give them some consolation. When they come to Israel, they will do this kind of mitzvot. Hashem is fantastic. Now Hashem will punish them to stay because they spoke bad about Israel. So Hashem will punish them to stay in the desert 40 years. Now Hashem will give them a consolation. You will stay only 40 years. You will study Torah, but after you will go back to Eretz Israel. The Parsha finished nicely. It's begin, but there is a lot of things that you should know. Medicines, to be very careful not to speak Lashon Hara, not to speak bad language. God bless you. Have a good week.
على ربيع حيم بنتو وقف لنا زي